Hello, my friends. We have more unhinged liberals or just plain people. I don't know if they're all liberals or not, but they're definitely unhinged. Something is off, and I feel for them. But in the meantime, let's take a look. Let's do it.
Delivering 3 sermons today, each one to a different group of people. And this one is for the Trump supporters. You are going to hell for this.
How does this person, because I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl, kind of leaning towards girl, but anyways, how is this person a sermon or he's not a sermon. He's like some kind of preacher or something. I'm just going to go with he. I don't know. Whatever he is, whatever. I don't know. But how can he like sit there and just tell 70 plus million people that they're going to hell? How does he not know that there aren't Trump supporters in his sermon, right? That's kind of evil. If I was sitting in this preacher's pews, I think I would just walk out if I started hearing that kind of rhetoric coming from the pulpit.
You're going to hell for that.
Well, it's happening. The family wants to know what I'm doing for the holidays. I'm going to be here with my dogs. And my daughter, who is of childbearing age and now has to get an IUD at 17 years old. And I'm going to be here with my son, who is a political target. And that should really tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, you're totally crazy.
About why I'm not going to be hanging out with y'all for the holidays. So, off. Choke on your turkey. Bye.
To the men, if you voted blue, you're sexy as f***. You're super hot. If you voted red, you're probably closeted gay and you can never please a woman.
Oh my gosh, how did she find out? Man, she's spot on. Wow, that was like some serious assessment there. She's like Nostradamus.
Just say.
Women who can divorce their husbands, I'm gonna need you to do it today. And who can't divorce their husbands, look up Aqua Tofana. I didn't say to do anything with it. I just said to look it up.
My choice.
Yeah? Is that what you think? Because I'd love to paint this wall blood fucking red. My body, your choice? How about your skull, my gun? Your neck, my sword? Your face, this pretty little face?
I'm going to say it because I'm Australian and I live in Australia and I don't have to worry about the Secret Service or the FBI knocking on my fucking door. And even if they did, more than welcome to come over. I'll make them a fucking cup of tea. I wish the bullet didn't miss.
Wow. Well, yeah, just keep your opinions to yourself, buddy. Stick to your lane. Be happy in Australia. Because you guys have your own problems to deal with, for sure.
Welcome.
Trump. Trump.
Okay, this guy obviously doesn't even have a single minute of martial arts training. So I don't know why he's jumping around like that, hopping on one foot. And again, these people that are inciting violence, I really hope that the FBI or somebody is looking at these videos and paying a visit to these people because they need to.
Trump. Kamikaze. Hi, squad.
For all of the white women, the Beckleys and the Bentleys and Emilys who voted for Trump, this is what I gotta say to you. Whenever your little Emily comes home full of Tyreekas's shop, she's a team. Sadly, you told her not to mess with that dark meat, but she did.
What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Why is she talking about fantasies of women being taken by black men? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to enjoy the non-abortion that she's going to get. She's going to be forced to have that baby and trace the whole family. Go ahead, Tyrone. Put it in her. I want all of them to grab you by your vagina daily. That's what you can do.
This Tyrone guy is going to be really busy, apparently, because there's like millions of women that voted for Trump. Oh, man, he's going to have to drink some Gatorade or something. A protein bar.
You should have no problem with it. You should have no problem with being essayed because you wanted an essayer
in the White House. So when it happens to you, I am not going to feel anything but glee. All of my energy and love is going to be to the women who did not vote for a sex offender to be in office. But if you voted for a sex offender to be in office, you must want that in your life. So I think you should get it daily.
Solidarity with the 4B movement. I updated my Bumble profile, and I'm not going to like swipe right on anybody because men and I'm not dating anymore. But it'll just be up there for men to be able to read and enjoy.
I am completely unhinged. I went to the grocery store and while standing in line, I was trying.
That's the first step to recovery, is to know that you're actually unhinged.
Trying to guess who voted against my rights. And I couldn't guess anymore. I was out of guesses. Because you're like sheep in wolf's clothing. And I just wanted to scream, who the fuck here voted against my motherfucking rights?
I don't understand how these women, I mean, is she pregnant right now? No, probably not. And how many times do these people expect to be getting pregnant that they would have to, even have the choice to what to do with the baby? This is such an irrational approach. I don't understand it, and I don't get it.
To know that my family, the people who raised me, voted for a rapist.
But he's not. He's not. He didn't do that.
It's so invalidating, but I'm white.
Yeah.
I should not be taking up space, because right now the people who have it much worse than I do are people who don't share the same skin color as me, which is so, like, why are we still judging people on that? Race is a fucking social construct that white people created to make themselves feel good about.
Well, that's your problem right there.
The dehumanization of other people. What the fuck, man?
Listen, if I hear any dude tell a girl, your body, my choice, I'm going to immediately knock your fucking teeth down your throat. You've been warned.
You got to be fucking sucking my dick right now. There's absolutely no.
You have one? Wow, that's okay, because you look like a girl.
The way that you're, I'm an election denier. I am now going to be a fucking election.
And you know what? I think there's going to be a lot of those people on the left now after this election. They bitched and complained about all these people on the right complaining that the election was stolen and how, stupid we were. But now all of a sudden there's a whole lot of people popping up saying the exact same thing, but on the other side.
Denier. You cannot convince me that many people that fucking hate Donald Trump, that piece of shit motherfucker, there's no way that he got the popular vote, he got the fucking House and the Senate and the presidency. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It really doesn't.
Because you're delusional and you're not living in reality. You don't hear what the people are actually saying.
I can share this video so that Marshall can see it. I love you, Marshall. I always have.
Who wants to meet Eminem before she dies? What? Wait, I've loved you since I was 8 years old, and now as a 29-year virgin, I still do and always will. If I'm going to die from Trump being our president again, because she... Wait, how did she survive the first presidency? That's weird, because she's still alive, and he was already president for 4 years. I want to meet Eminem before I die. I'm sorry, this lady is mentally ill.
Since I was 8 years old, all I've ever wanted was to be your loyal wife, your loyal girlfriend, and your loyal friend.
Eminem?
And that's not going to happen now because of who just became president.
Because you're going to be dead in less than 4 years?
I absolutely love you, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I don't even know what to say anymore. But I love you, and I really hope that he sees this.
You guys know that my husband turned Republican this term. I don't know why. I threw his ass out of the House, And I have to do more. I don't want to shave my head because that's going to hurt him. I'm going to look ugly. So I'm not doing that. I think I'm going to
Because it's all about you. Because you're petty.
sleep with his friends. I think that's the only way.
She's going to sleep with his friends. What? What a horrible person. My gosh. How do people get so twisted and warped in their thinking? Like, I mean, it's not like I'm perfect or anything, but my gosh, I don't ever go around purposely trying to screw other people, hurt them physically or mentally. You know what I mean? Like, that's not even on the table. But there's people like this that are just like instantly like, whatever, forget my husband, I'm going to start sleeping around just to get back at him for voting for Trump. It's maddening.
I think sleeping with his friends will do. What do you guys think? His liberal friends, of course.
Oh, of course.
Extremely disappointed that there are so many misogynistic and racist people in this fucking country that we decided that we would rather have a racist, homophobic, sexist, transphobic, anti-American, anti-Christian,
yeah,
rapist, and felon in the fucking president's chair instead of a black woman who is one of the most qualified candidates that we've had in years.
And she's totally Marxist. So, like, come on, lady. You have no idea what you're talking about. And you're just spewing lies, the talking points that you've been brainwashed with over the last, I don't know how many years, 8 years or whatever, pretty much your whole life, because you don't look very old. So, I'm sorry for you.
Having experience in all three branches of government, you can't tell me that we are a nation based on freedoms and liberties.
Yeah, because we had the freedom and liberty to vote for who we wanted to be our president. It's exactly what happened. Jeez.
When that's our fucking leader.
Yeah, that's our effing leader. That's right, because he's effing awesome.
Don't you dare call yourself fucking patriots.
Oh.
You're gross.
This morning, when I learned that Donald Trump had been elected president for a second time, the first thing I did was have a good long cry. The second thing I did was get on the phone and make a doctor's appointment for a surgical consultation to get my tubes tied.
Oh my gosh, because that's exactly, I mean, I don't have tubes, but I called to get the snip. Wow, we're like totally on the same page. And it was all because Donald Trump got voted in as president. I wasn't thinking that on Monday, but on Tuesday, holy crap, I was going to be getting the snip. On Wednesday, I should say.
It's something that I've been thinking about doing for a really long time, and I feel like now is the appropriate time to do it.
Oh, come on. These ladies.
Before my option to choose that for myself and for my body is stripped away from me. When I was making...
It's not stripped away from me. Oh my gosh, these people are so dumb.
My appointment, the receptionist mentioned that she saw in my chart that I had been in about 8 months ago for a consultation, and she said, "What's bringing you back? What changed your mind?" And I said, "I feel like now is the right time." And she said, "I completely understand." If having your tubes tied is something that you have been thinking about doing for a while, or you feel like it's right for you, I highly urge you to make the appointment and go get it done before you no longer have the option to do so.
Well, that's actually probably good. Go get your tubes tied, because honestly, you probably shouldn't be bringing life into this world, because you're just going to, that's just one more person that's going to end up growing up being all warped and twisted. Or, I don't know. Just do it, lady. Just get it over with. We don't want your babies in the world anyways.
So.
To know that there are people that I passed today in the world, on the street, in the store, that potentially voted to take away my rights and the rights of my friends and the rights of my family.
Yeah, because everyone's just getting pregnant 24/7. Give me a break. These women are just ridiculous.
shakes me to my fucking core. These people live among us, and they look at us like they have done nothing wrong.
This is a message for all of the Gen Z dudes who keep commenting "your body, my choice" in the replies of every Gen Z woman they come across. Y'all need to keep in mind that those women have a lot of millennial and Gen X big sisters out here ready to defend them with several decades more rage and a lot more ability to pay our own bail. Because the first broccoli-headed motherfucker that I over here telling the beautiful cluster of stardust that is the woman in front of him that it's her body, his choice, is going to catch a brick to the face with all of the rage that I have.
But that's true though. It's her body, but it's my choice, right? I mean, but so they have no problem saying my body, my choice. Like, these women are stupid. They're just stupid. They're brainwashed and they're stupid. I'm sorry. I can't believe there's this. There's so many people in this country that have just derailed.
Pent up over several decades of living in a red state.
Easiest and most effective form of protest you have right now?
Yeah.
That you can start immediately?
Yes.
Put a mask back on. Stop letting them observe your face.
Look, I don't want to be, crash, but yeah, I mean, men look at women's faces, but there are other things that they look at as well, and probably first. So the mask is not going to do too much to deter someone looking at you. I mean, she doesn't need a mask for me to not look at her, but, I know what she's saying.
And have the side benefit of better health and protecting the rest of us in the world. Put a mask back on.
Do it, yeah. Please.
So here's a problem that I have dealing with my MAGA sons. They get very, very offended if I say that I think that they are ignorant because of their support for this rapist and felon. But here's the thing. I have two choices when I try to understand why they would support an abhorrent human that goes against every value I try to instill in them. Here's my two choices. I can believe that you are ignorant, or I can believe that you are evil.
Yeah, couldn't be evil, because then that would reflect bad on her. So she's going to go with ignorant, probably.
Ignorant is the kinder choice.
Is anybody else struggling because they had a really normal childhood and good, nice parents? And yeah, there was obviously some shit because nobody's perfect, but for the most part, you were a happy child.
Sure.
And in the last 4 years in particular, they've just become absolutely brainwashed Trumpers, and you don't know.
Well, they're not the ones brainwashed, so
Really how to see past it to the point where you don't even want to go home for Thanksgiving or Christmas anymore, even though again everything was pretty hunky-dory back then. Why am I getting text messages from my mother, who was a public school teacher for 30 years, saying it's not personal?
because it's not.
It is personal, babe.
Oh boy, I'm not ready for the world. I just came back from the grocery store and I saw a white woman with a Trump bumper sticker on her car, and I told her,
oh my gosh, how offensive. I mean, that's the time to act right there. Yeah.
I told her exactly what I thought of her. I called her a dumb B word. I don't even like that word, but so maybe I should stay home a little while longer because I'm not ready. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well.
Did anyone else wake up today and delete their dating apps? I'm not just talking just removing the app.
She's on a dating app? She should probably just delete it before it's not working, I don't think. Okay, that's mean. Okay. She's probably getting lots of swipes.
I full on removed myself from Hinge, Bumble. I didn't even think twice about it. There's no way I am letting any man near me for the next few years.
Just had a very productive meeting with my study abroad counselor. I'm going to go to Europe and I'm going to find where I want to live in the future. I'll come back to America for a second, get my life together, and then move.
Wait, what? Wait, I'm assuming she's in America? So she's going to move to Europe, but then come back to America to get her life together, and then she's going to move back to Europe. This lady's not going to do anything. I guarantee it. She's talking out of her butt.
You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking?
Yeah.
People think I'm joking. Guys, first of all, I'm not...
I guarantee you she's not moving, okay? Nobody ever does.
I move today because I'm in college and I have a life. It takes a lot to move somewhere.
Yeah, especially overseas. It takes a lot.
But I'm immigrating. I'm going to be an immigrant outside. People immigrate from countries they feel unsafe in. They don't just immigrate for no reason. The illegal immigrants you're scared of are just people trying to get a better life. I'm going to move and try to get a better life because this is crazy.
So she just, I mean, yeah, and I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. So she's immigrating to get a better life, but then, like, you know, she doesn't take into account that, like, so many people around the world are trying to get into America as immigrants. Why do you think that is? There isn't a flurry of people around the world trying to get into Pakistan or like some, you know, India or like Europe. Name any country, anywhere in the world. There's not a flood of people breaking down the border walls to get into that country. It's only happening here. It's because it's the greatest country on earth, and she doesn't understand that. Anyways, I don't know. These people, they just they're driving me crazy. Okay, well, if you liked the video, if you like my reaction, please consider subscribing. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. And until the next video, have a great day. Stay safe, and we'll see you later. Okay, bye.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.